to the SMITE Minor League. It's still week 1. We get a first look at some of the Season 6 action, and it's all about North America this afternoon. And we're going to start things off with Armada versus Sanguine, two teams that are definitely interested. Which one are you favoring just by players on paper?
I'm not really sure I even have to speak here, but it's Baskin. There's Baskin, Gino. There's a lot of star power, I think, happening over on the guys for Armada.
Armada, for you guys at home, it's going to be Baskin in the solo lane, Scream jungle, Meerkat in the mid lane, and Gino and Snoopy in the duo lane. Let's get into picks and bans and find out exactly what's getting them banned away this game.
There's a decent bit of mobility here for Sanguine now, but I just feel a little bit awkward as far as their follow-up is concerned. You've got the Bacchus for the flop-in, but what's your burst damage? Is it the Giannis with the Unstable Vortex, the Kerninos with the Bramble Blast? It just feels like one of the risks Sanguine is running right now is that their comp isn't going to really provide them that follow-up that you would want.
On paper, Taco, how you feeling? Who's winning this?
Armada's looking pretty hot. Well,
let's find out if Armada will stay hot after game 1. To the casters we go for this set.
Hammer and Runeforge Hammer both got a lot better. Those are two great items.
Mid lane, here's a hit coming out from Cheeto, and Sanguine are the first ones on the board. Meerkat with a big ol' ultimate, and Gino will follow up for the answer back. But it's Sanguine that make the decision. Big ultimate from the mid lane mage, cuts it through. I think Meerkat should be focusing on some of the other options as Gino just eats up Shinto. A little bit of an overshot there for the mid lane, but can't complain about that. Almost ultimate level power. Here's an aggression coming out from Sanguine, but it's Armada that might be able to turn it around. Meerkat is the first one to fall down. Feather Step, the portal's not big enough. The portal goes the other way. Roddy with the juke boots of the century, but I think he will fall down.
No way. No way.
Oh, the med!
The med from Yarkor was so good, but still not good enough. Gino able to clean it up, and that might have actually baited the rest of Sanguine into a bad spot.
Gino's still in trouble, and Yarkor's just going to eat him.
Comparison to Sanguine's 3. Yep. So I like Snoopy pulling this again. Meerkat's ultimate is the best secure on the map right now.
40%, Sanguine seeping in, Netroid around the back line. Armada takes the Gold Fury. Very dangerous spot, however, and Snoopy blows up the mid lane Giannis. Rongu being aggressed on here, Basket on the horse, stun, not good, but Rongu still shredded. Not killed just yet. The ultimate from the Hunter. Where's the wraparound? Someone hit him! And it's Basket that gets the last hit.
Such good peel. Look at Snoopy on the back line trying to take down Shinto all by himself, and he'll get him one-on-one. Now Rongu in a bad spot as Netriod falls to the hand of Gino. Snoopy is still taking 20 points of damage this entire fight. You can't let an ADC free cast like that in the back line and expect to win the fight. Here, Scream, there comes the cooldown, but Yarkor is making things messy in the Fire Giant pit, has the knockup on the Meerkat. Fire Giant getting lower, and Armada still on top of the objective. Gino getting low, Armada somehow secures it and manages to mop up Yarkor at the same time.
It's 10-5, Armada with a slight lead of 6,000 gold, plus a Fire Giant barking down the right side. Phoenix, and where did that Bacchus go?
Nice play though by Shinto, and almost knocked down Snoopy all by himself trying to get some revenge, but Netriod picked up and put down Meerkat, able to confirm that one. Snoopy, not quite the Snoopying of the Unstable Vortex, but close enough, still manages to dodge it. Shinto and Panatom still on the run as Armada continues their right side Phoenix siege.
Shinto shows up one more time, trying to find Basket. The damage is good against him, but it's just not enough. The Phoenix does fall down. P.S. Shinto taken care of by not Gino. 5-2-7 for the Fenrir support. Gino to the right side. A jump and a bite puts Shinto down to 50%. Full brutalize puts him one hit away from death.
Baskin is getting Banatom. He was one hit from death. Now Netriod has to use both relics to try and stay up. His left side Phoenix has already fallen. The chase is on though from Sanguine. They're looking for Snoopy, who doesn't have his relics, but just a little bit too quick.
40% on the Fire Giant. Sanguine is here. Crits on Ronnie. He's half HP after the knockup. The Fear No Evil to the left-hand side, and it will force out the ejection from the Fire Giant. Baskin on the run! Meerkat with the shotgun, taking down the Jungle Monkey. And Hardcore gonna suffer the same fate. Scream with the last hit, 18 for Armada.
I don't know. The rune for the shifter is probably fine.
There's the Fear No Evil on the back line. Meerkat launches one, hits two players. Hardcore has to just run away. Basket looking for him, can't find a stun, finds the basic, and Shifter shields the opponent down. 4v4 as Hardcore picks up one, but Armada undeterred goes into the Titan, and it looks like they're gonna take the Titan. Although a little bit of a fight here from Sanguine. 10%, 5%. Can Sanguine do anything about it? They get one, but it's not enough. Ooh, 20-10, and Armada take game one.
Got a little bit spooky towards the end there, but it just took a little bit of extra time for Armada to close out that game. Two extra Fire Giants they had to wait for, but they really had that game under wraps for quite some time. And I really think it was around Screams of Willish and Baskin's Guan Yu that really made the difference.
So pick some bans phase then as we go into game two. What do you want to see different this time from Sanguine? Are we looking for maybe taking away the Fenrir, taking first pick for themselves maybe?
I want to see a composition from them where they can actually follow up.
This combo put together here looks like it's got a lot more synergy now for Sanguine, especially with the circuit added at the end here. How are we feeling? Is it 2-0 Armada or do we get the game 3?
It's hard to root against Armada, I'll put it that way, but this is definitely a much better looking draft from Sanguine.
Well, let's get it over to Tom and Ryan for game 2.
Armada acted like animals in game number one. And they're going to follow up here with a Bastet selection. Scream, he's just playing his greatest hits.
Into Baskin's Hercules, you'll shut down that healing very easily. You'd be very disruptive, and even right here, Scream didn't see him. Yeah, there's an easy blink. Scream's dead to rights. That's an easy first blood for Sanguine. Great patience by Panatom. That's not the way I would have played it, and I would have played it much worse than that. Really, really strong. Don't love it at level 1. It makes the horrific emblem for Gino that much better.
Gotta agree there. Nice knockup. Snoopy knocked up. There's another one to follow up as Rongyu shows. What a big rotation from Armada. This could take not just one, but two players if played correctly. Meerkat drops the Argus and we'll just pick up the carry.
In the early game, pre-5, and make an impact that way, but impact on the Panatom here. No beads for him, but he's going to be able to get out. I can't say the same about Gino. Panatom actually goes in, but doesn't get punished for it. Gino's gone, but Panatom out of the fight.
Shito cleaning up Scream right there. 2 for none as Panatom gets just unbelievably lucky there.
Last game, I think he played really, really well, but Gino in a lot of trouble. Got sundered, but too late on the ultimate from Shinto. He won't be able to find it, and now it's actually Ronagyu who's in a lot of trouble. Meerkat again will end up falling into poison. Spreads to Gino. Gino does answer back onto Panatom, but just no reason to stand that close to where Meerkat's gonna fall.
It was a lot of fun. The Circuit getting 2 kills. Snoopy killing his own as he chases down the enemy mid laner. Cabbage is certainly there against the Circuit, forced to run away with her. The Circuit tail between her legs.
Ronagyu stuns the cats, but they'll tank the tower enough for Snoopy to get in there, and that dot will enable the dive. That's backing. No, Meerkat isn't backing. Maybe it's not the best call. Hey, Netroid has no beads around.
Yeah, see you later, bud. Nice and easy. Across the way, Bacchus and Raishin. Bacchus specifically one of the better characters.
Hello.
Not to do that as he gets flip kicked behind the tower. Sanguine play defense perfectly and just find a sleeping target.
All the while, Scream on the left side tier 2 is going to get a free tier 2. This is exactly what I was talking about, though, where it's just Armada. I said it a lot last year, and I think that this is a perfect example of it. These really, really good teams will just consistently put you in situations where you have to answer correctly, or else you're going to lose.
Here, Armada, 3 in the mid lane, 2 in the jungle. Netrioid, a little far away, and now Gino is going to identify that. The 4-on-5 is in. Shito falls back, Argus on the wrong target, and Rongyu is exactly the target that Armada were looking for. Halfway down with the tower, right-hand side, we're going to see a start on the Hardcore, and the tower will fall down as Hardcore shows himself in the middle lane.
Snoopy under some siege, has to use the Aegis, but now Yarkor pushed and isolated by Baskin yet again. Thorns buying Yarkor some time, and Argus actually recalled accidentally by Meerkat. Baskin will remedy that mistake as no one from Armada ends up falling. Snoopy low enough that he's going to be forced back. Remember, the one downside of the Runeforge build is he doesn't have lifesteal in the build. He's got the spring stance, but not enough to keep you going in a fight like that. Doesn't matter though, Armada buys enough space to get the tier 2.
Halfway down is the Fire Giant. Armada the culprit this time around. Hardcore thinks he's getting a flank, but he's getting spanked. 25%
Snoopy
on the big one. Snoopy dies. Shinto's here, and he gets the kill. Here comes Argus. Can Sanguine snatch it away? No! Armada secure it somehow.
No, but there was just a ton of Fire Giant damage going on to him, and he ended up getting bursted with some help from Shinto.
Oh, Scream catches the opposition lazy back. Ward's coming out. There's the jump to the right side. Patatop's the target. Doesn't look like he's got beads. Doesn't look like he's got a life. Down goes the jungler to the hand of Meerkat, and we still have Sanguine trying to play defense as Gino, a hair of HP left. Hardcore, well, polymorphed. Still gets away. In trouble here. Sanguine looking for the retreat. Shinto dashes away, and Scream follow. Immune. It doesn't matter. Meerkat follows up as Baskin pummels the Raijin.
Meerkat still in a lot of trouble though. Panatom here now, last breath. Actually onto the wrong target. It's Scream who gets hit, but it's still cleaned up onto Meerkat. But Scream doing some cleaning of his own. Ronague falls to Gino as well as Netrioid on the run. Yarkor still trying to deal with a slippery little cat, but that Bastet won't be caught today.
I would like to see Netrioid turn this around. Nice knockup, but it's not good enough for it.
Love this. I love that Baskin has just kept Yarkor.
Can he do it?
Can
he do it?
Let the 1 HP Snoopy get a mid-Phoenix.
If this wave didn't spawn right there, little 10 HP Snoopy might have just been able to win the game because of what a great job.
I mean, he's dead to a Scourge at that
point. For the right side, Phoenix. Jumping in is Gino. Picking up the support. There's a little bit of help. Blinking forward, though, is members of Sanguine trying to find the backline. Can happen, and the jungler taken out by the Ricochet. That's Basket, baby, on the Hercules, and down goes the jungler. Fancer back though, down goes Armada's jungler. It's a 1-for-1. Scratch that as Hardcore falls. 4 players alive for Armada. Fence backing up. Focus on the Phoenix from Armada. Gino just hits it with a couple of claws, and that'll be it. Mid and right, down for the count.
Gino's got a life steal up a little bit. No Fire Giant, looks like right now. Oh, no, they still do have Fire Giant for a little bit longer on the siege. No minion wave here.
Meerkat must have listened to game number 1. Buys the Spirit, or excuse me, Gino must have listened to game number 1. Spirit Robe before Lonos, just like you specifically had mentioned. And I mean, it's what you do. I love this call too. Sanguine gonna look to contest the Fire Giant. I don't think Armada were expecting that.
I don't think so either, but Yarkor not expected to take that much damage. 1 health. But look at this. Netrioid actually has to stay back in base to defend against the Phoenixes. And that means that Armada can go right back towards the Fire Giant. Let Argus tank it a little bit. Should be a pretty easy secure. Indeed it is. Armada get it. And Scream is going to insta-kill Shinto.
Yeah, that's all she wrote as far as that fight is concerned. Serket at a base right now. 33 exact on the clock. Sanguine have no birds. Split team fight here. Everybody in different positions. Hardcore gets pulled back in, pushed against the wall. Meerkat in trouble. Hardcore trying, but he can't find it. 3 players left to play D.
Panatom looking for Meerkat though. Great Royal Assault and the push from Baskin simultaneously. That's how you draw it up. Meerkat still standing.
Wild Netrioid gonna be aggressed on. Here comes help from the support. Wrong you takes out Meerkat. See you later. And Snoopy gonna be looking at the good thing. Titan going down, but not before Meerkat. Game 2 goes to Armada. They take the set.
That's just so awesome because Ronague has beads that entire time. Lets Gino pick him up and hand deliver him to Meerkat. Here you go, buddy. And then he just lands and smashes down the Intoxicate to kill him. That was perfect.
It is the Lenter up. Sanguine then do slip down 0-2 to Armada. Armada, the front runners in the North American SML for now.